报了彩排的噻，报了彩排的噻。
你干嘛？
宣传部的，宣传部的。
要停在那个离回广场远一点的地方，
好，
因为那个地方我们的施工车辆过不到。好。
Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're at the peak of the Three Gorges, and it was a long and windy road to get here. Not as beautiful as day as yesterday. It would be nice if it was a little less hazy. Now, if you look at the video from yesterday, particularly the drone video I shot, there's a peak that kind of juts out from the sort of the horizon, and we're at that peak right now. Alex had a rough night last night. You can watch it in yesterday's episode.
I wouldn't say rough. It was fun.
It was fun.
I feel rough now. It's probably not the best time to be climbing here, but we climbed the mountain in the best possible way in a car.
Well, yeah, that's not the best way.
I mean, the best possible way.
It's the best way for now. After
now.
drinking two, what are those? Were those half pints? Half pint of baijiu?
Yeah.
Like a quarter pint almost.
I don't know. It was
too much baijiu.
Too much baijiu and too many beers.
Yeah. I think the actual Three Gorges is right over this berm here, so we can't quite see it. Check off another notable spot on the list of Chongqing places to go. One of the things I noticed when I flew in here was the road networks on the mountains. There's a intricate network of roads that can pretty much take you anywhere you need to go, even in the most isolated peaks. And you can see one road here. This is maybe part of the system that we use to kind of get up here, but very, very windy and all of very, very clean white concrete. So when you look at it from the window of the airplane on down, there was just a really a beautiful, like, winding, meandering road throughout the entire rolling hillsides that were passing below the plane. Do you think you can get a picture?
All mush.
Yeah.
No contrast.
This is Jim. Jim's a photographer, and he specializes in film photography. He has a field camera, and a really, really nice one. And our mission on this Chongqing trip is to get him some fantastic shots with his field camera, but
that's not one of them.
This is not going to be one. It's just too hazy.
Well, Lee and I were talking about the translation here is problematic. Like,
why?
The self-drive thing, it makes no sense.
The peak of the Three Gorges self-drive photography site. Well, you drive by yourself up to here, right? Is that what it means?
No.
Not everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that. I didn't get that
little
meaning.
bit like
we
that.
have this meaning. So can you understand this? Self-drive photograph.
Yeah.
You can understand the meaning, right?
Yeah. Self-drive. You could drive yourself up to here.
And take photos.
Take photos.
Yeah.
I think it makes kind of sense.
But self-drive just reminds me of like self-drive cars.
Yeah. Well, soon, maybe in a few more years. Hello. The road that we took up here was quite damaged, eh? I mean, there was a lot of landslides that had, rocks in the road and stuff. There's been so much rain. This season has been so wet. I imagine that you're getting a lot of landslides that are, taking out sections of road. Oh, this way?
Wait. No. This way.
Yeah.
这是施工的嘛？施工不别。
And then just left.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What are we doing?
We're going off the beaten path.
Yeah.
Breathe the flowers and share fat with green environment.
Fate. But I didn't see the E.
Yeah.
Share the fat.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Thank you. And you?
Hello.
The walking path, once you leave the parking lot, pretty easy. So perfect opportunity to fly the drone. Alex has a same drone as me, the Mavic air too, so he has that up in the air. Because we're with the tourism board, they're calling ahead and making sure that we have clearance to fly the drone, so it's cleared with all the authorities. A lot of times when I'm traveling, there's nobody to ask. Literally, you see a spot that you're like, this would look really nice from the air, and so you take the drone up and capture what you're doing, and then land it, and nobody's the wiser. Hello. Hello. The difference between Chinese and Westerners in instances like this, they are crowded in the shade, and I'm like basking in the sun. Hello. All right, brother.
Yeah. Got the big boy 90mm lens on. That is a monster. Look at that.
Now, if you want to see Jim buy this camera, you can see it in the episode a couple back. We went and bought this at a Shanghai camera market. This place specializes in used cameras, and you would think that this camera is an old antique used camera, but it's actually new. There's a company in is it in Shanghai?
Yeah, in Shanghai.
Okay, they're made in Shanghai, and they're replica cameras of the old style. So there's actually a market for people doing this old time film field camera stuff.
Crazy people.
If the world didn't have crazy people, it just wouldn't be as cool a world to live in. And there's a glass section, a little vertigo feeling if you want. And then there's the city. It is clearing up though. It's about 10% better than it was when we started.
It's not bad.
You're trying to keep it out of the sun?
Yeah.
When he operates that camera, I kind of think of like Apollo 13 and how that rocket had all those little, you know, the ship had all the switches and everything, and now they've got an iPad to do the job of all of that stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is back in the day where you had like, taking a picture was a little bit more work. It wasn't exactly point and shoot, you know?
Let's see what we have.
Cool, right?
What period there was the original version of this?
Well, the design dates back to the 1800s. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my dark cloth. I gotta go Civil War here.
Yeah, that's cool.
So this gets wrapped around here, and I duck my head under here.
Wow. Yeah. It's real. That's old school. That's old school.
It's hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. How hot? Don't take off all your clothes. Black metal.
Yeah, it's just a big oven.
It's just sucking up all the heat. All right, Jim. What kind of picture did you just take?
Probably a pretty hazy one.
Pretty hazy.
Yeah, it's gonna need some tweaking.
Do you think that you'd be able to get? You got the river though. You think?
I got the mountain, the river, a little foreground bush. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Maybe one of the more fun spots you've used the camera.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
So far, yeah. That's great. My mission on this trip is to help Jim get the perfect picture with his camera. So yeah, we are quite high on the peak, and the ships are much smaller than the perspective we had yesterday. If you watch yesterday's episode, we were right there on that island. That's where that temple we were at is. Pretty amazing when you look at the gorge here and all of this water just stacked up, and beneath it is a valley that used to be exposed, and now it's concealed due to a man-made monolith, basically, of the Three Gorges Dam. You can also see that the water has been higher because there's like a line at the water's edge where the water reached its peak, and so it still has some distance to go. And that volume of water from the water level now to where its max level is quite large. So there's a trail, like a Great Wall of China style trail, that goes along the ridge. So I imagine you could go all the way down from here to the island that we were at yesterday, and from the island that we were at yesterday to here. So pretty interesting.
Let's say it's a bed we all know is on fire. Pharaohs spin our heads, but no one calls out liar. How long can we all go on before we change our ways?
I just had a group of people give me a big hug, take some pictures, and then they said, Douyin, TikTok. They took a little TikTok video. So, there might be a video of me dancing with a Chinese lady on top of the Three Gorges. Oh, I've had that. I've had a video I produced personally, ripped off and thrown on like Tudo or something, Maypai, and it's got like millions of views. My original video has like 1,000. Next up, we're going to go to a village and have some lunch, and so let's transition down and check out what we're eating for lunch. Quick note, looks like the Three Gorges Dam looks like it might be a possibility. More and more, it looks like the dam is open. Not sure about flying a drone over it.
It's open?
Yeah, the visitor center's open.
All the water's flowing past it?
Yeah, I guess so. We're going upstairs? Yeah. Yeah. Hello. What do we got? Zhongsi?
No, that's what I said.
That's our first guess.
Lunch looks fantastic, eh, Alex?
Yeah. It's
Local style.
super nice. Tudo, so it's good.
We got string potato. We've got river fish.
Yeah.
Well,
River fish.
morning glory. Morning glory. Shredded potatoes. These are sort of like hash browns in the States. A little bit spicy. Super good. Squash. Sort of like squash. This soup looks really good. Pork. In China, pork. You keep the fat on there. That's part of the allure. What's it called again?
That's like bread.
What's this called again?
Chinese?
Yeah.
麦子吧.
Maiziba. Yeah, most certainly not keto friendly, but gotta try it.
I think he's way past that point.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just bread. It's just like a bread.
Yeah.
Is there anything inside it? No, it's just bread. Like a rice bread. Wheat?
Yeah. Wait.
This is superb. This is probably my favourite part of the meal because it's meat and tomatoes, two of my favourite flavours. So yeah. Well,
We are headed to another village spot.
it's
And
like watching
just
YouTube,
a lot
but
of orange
it's not
trees, like
just
lots
other people's
of
vlogs
orange
and
groves. We're at the next spot. Long, long drive. Winding, winding, winding.
Yeah.
We're here. What's the name of this?
Han Kuimen.
Han Kuimen. Dry Kuimen. Dry Kuimen. So this place is new? Like opened for...
Before it's just the local place, the farmer, the private place.
Yeah.
But now
It's open for tourism.
Open to tourism.
I got that on film. This kind of reminds me of the canyons in Vietnam. Although, this is more of a tourist spot. And the canyons in Vietnam were, well, just regular old canyons in Vietnam. You gotta trek through to reach. But the view is nice. You're a little red there, brother.
Yeah.
You're a little red there.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Getting some good shots?
I think so.
How about you, Jimbo?
Yeah, the light is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
That little village straight down is getting a spotlight effect, and you got light shining on the other half of the gorge there. I don't know. I've seen people taking the money shot in the flower field down
Yeah,
there. So
yeah,
you
that
get
probably
that in the
looks
foreground, and you're shooting up. So that might be something to go down there.
It's kind of cool traveling with two people that are like in the capturing, the capturing either whether through photography or videography. It's nice. We got a flyer, a filmer, and we got a flyer, a filmer, and a vlogger. You're flying, I'm vlogging. He's shooting. This place is full of color. It's all sorts of flowers. I don't know what this is. What type of flower this is, but it's like velvety red. It's really, really pretty. There's a famous bridge in Japan, I think. I crossed it. It had all sorts of these locks on it, on the chain, on the bridge. So many locks that you couldn't even see the original chain. I mean, there was a lot of locks over the course of many, many decades, I think, of that bridge existing. And it was just like lovers would link their links together. In these cases, I think they're actually heart-shaped locks and wish ribbons. Write your wish, tie it on, drop a dime or something, a couple of RMB. It's a good way to raise some money for the area, for tourism, and it's a good way for the guy to get in good with his girlfriend. Oh, honey, that's our lock. I love you. Oh, wow, what is that? Oh no, it's cold. I wonder if we're the first person here. This thing just opened up in the last couple of months. Might have been my other vlogger buddies that came through here. So I wonder if Guelo was here. That is a gorgeous flower. Look at that thing. Wow. Really pretty. Okay. Now this is the Instagram spot. This is the field with the split in the mountain and the house. That's what it's all made for. Jayoe. So
we know all of them.
Have there been other foreigners here? Like
Yeah, you are the second group.
Second group.
Yeah.
Hey, You a happy camper? Is it good?
It's beer time. This is the only beer they had, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not brand, the only beer.
The only beer.
That tastes good after a hot day.
Oh,
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much. Cheers. Booyah. Jayoe.
Cheers. What do you think?
It'll be interesting to see this place develop over the course of the next decade. Hopefully it retains its charm. It's got this little reflecting pool here that's kind of neat. If you get it just right, you'll see the reflection of the mountain. I tried to do it with the drone. I couldn't get it looking perfect. Yeah, so anyways, I'm here at this great bar right now, and Alex here is vlogging. I just wanted to vlog. Yeah. What happened? People's heads exploded just now.
I mean, if you're watching 2 vlogs at the same time, is it like an infinite loop?
Yeah.
Like when
We should put a picture of mine and yours and mine. Anyways, you want to see how the action happens? This is how it happens.
Yeah, this is how it happens. It's not the GoPro you've seen with other people, with like Guelo maybe.
Yeah.
But it's
See, that's his setup, and then you say, and this is my setup.
Oh, and that is Matt's setup.
See? No. You have to say, and oh shit, I gotta go. So that is Alex's setup, and then you gotta. You don't know where it is in your camera. He needs that flippy screen.
As soon as,
We're gonna have dinner here in the valley, and then head off. I think there's about another hour and a half until we reach the final destination hotel, where we will be done for the day. It smells fantastic in here. Cut wood and stain. Alright guys, I'm going to eat. I'm going to end the vlog. I think it's been quite long enough. So this whole event, this whole week has been put on by iChongqing, so I want to give thanks to them. And I was connected to iChongqing through Alex at Reportify. So check his stuff out too. He's in the description. So I'm going to eat some curry steak, and I'll talk to you later. Jayoe. What just happened, Jim?
We had an incident.
An international incident?
Yeah, so there was this old man sitting on the ground.
Yeah?
And Jim was trying to take a portrait of him.
Yeah.
So
Well, I always ask. I wasn't trying to take the portrait. I was asking what he was
I was
asking.
asking for Jim. Like, ask the old man if we could take a picture of it.
Yeah.
And then his son just
Stormed in.
stormed in, and it was so hostile and called me traitor of the country.
Called you a traitor of the country.
Yeah, something like that.
You shouldn't be hanging out with the enemy.
did you point out that I'm not American, right? I'm English.
Right.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
Why do you have a picture with an old guy and a bloody nose? If that's real jade, that thing must be worth like $100 million. So this pit, how deep? 600 meters?
663 meters
Okay.
from top to bottom.
Something continued on down.
I guess it wasn't just one rock.
It was a rock fall. in a place as fascinating as this, instantly my David Attenborough voice comes out.
The sinkhole created millennia ago houses a vast variety of fauna and flora. Look at that guy. Holy moly.
Mrs. Lee?
Mrs. Lee.
Oh my God, she's the madam.
I will send girls to your house.
We will send
We
girls
will
to your
keep
house.
you satisfied.